Good evening, parents. I am going to model how to do the standard algorithm for division of a decimal by a whole number. I know you guys, we all were taught using the model like this. We are teaching your kids kind of the hows and whys behind it. So we're actually going to be going back and forth between a place value chart and using the actual long division method. First thing you're going to want to do is make the chart the way I have it. We're going to go ahead and model on our chart using discs. Your kids know how to do this. You've got 5 ones, so you're going to go ahead and draw in 5 discs. There's 7 in the 10th place, so you're going to draw 7 discs. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and start dividing. The columns down here is how we're going to break our ones into, because we're dividing by 3. So we want to take the number 5 and we're going to count out to make even groups and divide it by 3. So we can get through 1, 2, we can do 3. We don't have enough to make another group. There's only 2 dots left over. So at that point we're done using the ones. So we were able to make, if we go over to our chart, we were able to make 1 group. If we go back to the chart, we're going to go ahead and we are going to decompose and take our ones over to the 10th place. 1 gives us 10 tenths. So there's 10 there. Remember, this is our original 7. We had that from here. So I took my group, put 10 dots there. Taking my second group, I'm going to put them down here. Okay, so if you count the total number of dots that you have there, there are now 27. Over here, again, I didn't finish this. We were able to make 1 group using 3 dots. So we're going to go ahead and subtract using 3 dots. And we now have 27 tenths. So those are your tenths. Now we're going to divide the 27 tenths into as many groups of 3 as we can. I'm sure you already know the answer, but I'm going to go ahead and model it for you. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. We were actually able to use all 27. So I'm going back and I'm crossing out the ones that I used, which in this case is all 27. Because we were able to use all 27, you've got 9 groups going across. So I've got my 9 groups up on top. How many did I use? I used 27 dots. So I'm going to go ahead and take away my 27, leaving me with nothing behind. I'm going to go ahead and show you a second problem. Let's say number 2. Let's go ahead and do one that won't come out quite even so we can see how it works. Let's do, we'll do 5 tenths divided by 2. Again, we're going to need to set up our place value chart. So we're going to have our ones, our tenths, and we'll go ahead and take it out to the hundredths. I'm going to abbreviate this one. If I go ahead, it's difficult to do this one-handed. make my lines going across. This is going to model my group, and then I just need to divide this into 2 sections underneath. There we go. Over here, I'll go ahead and show it the old-fashioned way using the algorithm. Okay, we get it set up, and here we go. So if we look at the ones, there are no ones, so we're just going to put no ones there. We're going to go ahead and draw in our 5 discs to show that there's 5 discs in the 10th place. Now we're going to go ahead and see how many we can divide those discs into. So we can count out 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 2 groups. So we're going to go up here. We were not able to use any of the ones place. We had a big 0 there. So I'm going to put a 0 on top. And I was able to make 2 groups. And I used a total of 4 dots for that. Now before we subtract, we know there's 1 dot left over. But what we're going to do with that dot is we are going to take, it's actually a disc, we want to take that disc and decompose it into the hundredths. And we know that 1 disc gives us actually 10 in the hundredths place, which actually gives us the number 10 here. Now we can go ahead and break this down into our groups, dividing it by 2. We can take a dot, and a dot, another dot, another dot, another, another, another. So now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. So we were able to make 5 groups. We were able to use all 10 dots, giving us no remainder. This is what your child learned today. Good luck helping them with their homework, and we will be answering any of their questions on Friday. I hope you enjoyed this preview.